welcome to parts number 5 of the Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap playthrough. Now first we're going to make good use of that bottle we just got. If you saw in the screen earlier, there's these seeds that they just lead to nowhere. There's some next to it that have vines on it, but this one has nothing. So you need to water it, and the only thing that can hold water at this point is the bottle. So you use the bottle to get some water, and then you can make the vine grow, and see right there, there's a vine. Then you can make it grow and go on your way, advance to your next destination. So we're at Mount Crenel right now, and Mount Crenel it's your standard mountain level. It's like a death mountain or stuff like that. It's pretty standard. There's a lot of things you have to climb, and there's a lot of enemies you might expect to see here, like, you know, spiders that jump 10 feet in the air, you know, things you might expect to see in a mountain area. And it's not a difficult area. It's pretty standard. If you tap on some walls with your sword, it'll make a different noise, and that means you can bomb it. That means if you put a bomb there, it will break. I've heard rumors that there's some place inside your house that makes that same noise, but nothing happens when you bomb it, I think. I think I've done it before. Maybe not. It's been a while, but I think I've heard that at some point. And I didn't test it. I probably should have, but yeah. So now we have to go over here to get some special kind of water, because there's some special vines that won't even grow with water. And there's also some portals that aren't tree stumps, but instead rocks, and there's a few other ones, so just look out for the portals. They're pretty obvious, but yeah, just keep an eye out for them. So since we have to climb up a long mountain and there's not much to say, we're going to answer a question. And today's question is one I've gotten multiple times. And the question is, what is the best way I can game with you? So I guess people want to play some games with me. I'm actually quite honored that people want to play with me. I would love to play some games with you guys. I would like to get to know my subscribers more, and what better way to do that than by playing some games together? So, what is the best way, you say? There's quite a lot of ways we could play some games together. I guess the easiest way for me right now would just be to play some Nintendo consoles. So, if you think you can challenge the great UAA to a match of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I'm for it. I'll challenge you. You think you can beat me? You might be able to. I'm not very good at Smash Bros. Brawl, but I'll play you. I would love to play you. Just send me a private message with your friend code or whatever, and yeah, I'll get back to you. I would love to play some Smash Brothers. We can also play some Mario Kart, both the Wii and DS version. I would love to play that. I'm trying to think of some other games I have on the Wii that I could play. There's just a lot of games. I mean, just send me a private message with stuff like that. I'll play. I would love to play. I can also play PlayStation 3 because I have one now. So if you have PS3, send me your PSN ID, and yeah, we can play some games together. I don't really know what we're gonna play on the PS3 because I don't have that many games yet, but if you have an idea, I'm all for buying some new games. I mean, there's something you want to play with me, go ahead, send it to me. Maybe I'll buy it and maybe we can play together, because I would love to play with you guys, because I do have some time to play some games that aren't challenges and stuff like that. I do play some games just for fun. I mean, it's not all about just trying to do these challenges and stuff like that. There's some ways we can have fun and stuff like that. So, yeah, I would really love to play some Smash Brothers. So, if you think you can beat me, or you just want to play with me for fun, then I would love to play some Smash Brothers. That's the best way you can game with me. It would be Smash Brothers or Mario Kart. Both the Wii and the DS version. Just send me a private message saying you want to play with me, and send me your friend code, and then I'll send you mine, and then we'll work something out. I'll find a way that we can play together, because I would really like to play with you guys, because you guys watch my videos, and yeah, I'm trying to think of any other ways. I mean, I used to have an Xbox, but that's a bit broken now, so, and I don't have any plans of getting it fixed. I really don't care. I don't like the Xbox that much, to be quite honest. Maybe you guys might be angry about that, but I don't think the Xbox is worth it anymore. It's just, the games they're just not worth it to me. So now I play on PS3. And, I'm trying to think of any other games. I don't know, if you have an idea, send it to me. Maybe I'm just overlooking something, but I don't think I am. If only, like, the NES had online capabilities, we could totally play some Super Mario Brothers together. That would be awesome. NES Online, that would be sweet. Oh, you want to play some Super Nintendo with me? Oh, okay, we can play, like, we could play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 online. That would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? But, Super Nintendo does not have online capabilities, which makes me sad. Not really, because there weren't really many multiplayer games on the Super Nintendo. I mean, there were plenty of co-op games, but it was more a single-player based experience back in the day. I mean, there are still some great single-player games, but we've kind of transitioned into the age where it's all about multiplayer, and game companies are developing their games solely for multiplayer. And I do love multiplayer, I'm not gonna lie, but I would rather have a great single-player experience over a multiplayer experience. I just find that single-player games are better than multiplayer games. I mean, that's not saying multiplayer games are bad, because they're not. They're good, and I enjoy playing them. Believe me, I've played a lot of them, and I play multiplayer games a lot. But nothing beats a great single-player game. And that's just how I feel on the topic. And yeah, that's just how I feel. A single-player game is better than a multiplayer game. But when you're playing a multiplayer game with friends, that's just fun. I mean, I have fond memories of playing some split-screen action with, like, GoldenEye on the N64. I even had some fun with Halo 1. I mean, I'm not that big a fan of. I'm not a big fan of the Halo series, but I really enjoyed the first game, and I remember me and my neighbors, we would hook up 2 TVs and 2 Xboxes, and we would system link Halo 1, and it was really fun. I had fun. And then I kind of stopped caring about the Halo games, because they kind of got boring. I don't know why. But that's just how I feel on the topic. And we're still climbing up this mountain. Like I said, it's a standard place. And it doesn't really change until we make it to the summit, where it changes somewhat drastically. It goes through a change. You'll see when we get up there, but the base of the mountain and, you know, halfway up, it's not very interesting, to be quite honest. And yeah. So you need to go in here. You'll encounter another Deku shrub. Yes, or is it scrub? Shrub or scrub, either one. And he will offer you the grip ring. And the grip ring allows you to climb up certain walls. And it's only 40 rupees, and it's mandatory, so make sure you pick it up. It's one of 3 items that increases your, not agility, but it increases the way you can move, like where you can move and how you can move. So now we can climb up these walls. And if you know the Legend of Zelda games, you know another one is going to be the item that allows us to swim. Because Link still can't swim. I don't know why not. I mean, I loved when he learned how to swim in, like, Ocarina of Time. Like, just knew how to swim right off the bat. I mean, but then, after Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, he took a big step backward in Wind Waker because he could only swim for a certain amount of time. Why? 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 I mean, I know it was to prevent you from just swimming across the ocean, but still. Why can he only swim for a limited amount of time? What's he gonna drown? Like, what? Come on, Link, you're a legendary hero. Whatever. If you go over here, bomb this wall, and go into this fountain, and then you throw a bomb in, the Great Fairy will appear. And she will ask you if you threw in the golden bombs, the silver bombs, or neither of them. And you have to say neither, and if you do, you will get the big bomb bag. If you say gold or silver, she will say, "You're a liar," and take away all your bombs, or stuff like that. So make sure you say neither. Be honest. Don't lie to her. Be very honest. And then you will be able to carry 30 bombs instead of 10. And this is really the only bomb upgrade you need. You don't need the one that gets you to 60 and 99 because, I mean, do you really need that many? I mean, you don't. I mean, 10 is a little slim. You need more than 10, but 30 is plenty. You won't need that many bombs throughout your adventure. And, yeah. If you go down here, you will see the Crenel Hermit, and he can fuse kinstones with you if you decide to do so. I don't have the piece. He needed a green piece, and I didn't even have any green pieces, which was rather strange, but whatever. So now that we've reached the top of Mount Crenel, we are going to enter the interesting part, where it starts raining. And when you become Minish and it's raining, well, this happens. Oh my god, killer raindrops. So, these raindrops, they hurt. I mean, they hurt. You could easily die in this tunnel if you're not careful. So my strategy, the UAA approved strategy, run as fast as you can. Don't try to face the rain. You can't face the rain. The rain's gonna beat you every time. So, just run like a little coward. Because that's who Link is. That's Link's character. He's a coward inside, I guess. Although he is going to go through all of these dangerous dungeons to save Zelda. Even though I don't want to save Zelda. I think we've been over this, but I don't want to save Zelda. But I'm gonna do it just because I'm a courageous hero, and yeah, I guess. I don't know. You can easily mess up this boulder puzzle if you push the boulder in even one incorrect direction. You will mess up the puzzle permanently. And if you do that, just enter the Minish portal and then come back out, and the puzzle will reset itself, which is that's good game design in my opinion. Enter this cave, and then you will find another block puzzle. It's not really a puzzle, but only some of these blocks can be pushed, and it's puzzle-like, I guess. I don't know. You should be able to figure out pretty quickly. I mean, it's not the most cryptic puzzle in the game. There are some more, there are harder block puzzles, but we won't be seeing those until later on in the game. Because there are some challenging puzzles in this game. Not a whole lot. Overall, it's a pretty easy game. But there are some. There's some tough. There are some tough puzzles, but overall, pretty easy, like I said before. And here, don't do that, or you will fall. Make sure you grab it instead of using the gust jar, and you will make it over very safely. Those enemies right there, the ones they're like chickens and they have these masks on, you can actually use the gust jar to take off their masks, and then you will be able to hurt them from all directions. And you don't really need to do that because you can just go behind them and hit them with the sword, and that works just fine. But if you want to do it, then you can. Here, grab a bomb and throw it across, and you will activate the switch. Now here I'm going to show you the first of 2 infinite rupee tricks. Now this pot right here, it has 20 rupees. You may be thinking, oh okay, it has 20 rupees, simple as that. But no, if you exit the room and come back, it has the 20 rupees again. So you can repeat this process over and over and over again and get as many rupees as you want. It's not the fastest way of making rupees, but it does make them infinitely. And it is the best way to get rupees until we discover the other infinite rupee trick, which I'm pretty sure was put in the game intentionally. I mean, there's no way it wasn't. Hey, I just used the boomerang right there. Huh. Anyways, I'm pretty sure the other infinite rupee trick was put in the game intentionally. I mean, there's no way it wasn't. I mean, it's so... I mean, they had to have programmed it that way. It must have been intentional. Yeah, no, you won't see why, because they don't show it up, but I'll tell you about it later on, because I can't really explain it now, because, well, you'll see. You'll see why. And this block puzzle... It couldn't be more obvious. I mean, that solution is so easy. And a lot of the chests you find in the overworld and stuff like that, they are kinstone pieces, so make sure you pick them up. So, in part number 6, we are going to enter the second Minish village and see if we can get our sword repaired. I'll see you then.